Spiritual medium Pamela Theresa is so much more than a medium. She is also a physical medium. She can use her energies to help spirits manifest. And she is an empath. She can feel the injuries and emotions of both the living and spirit, including their cause of death, all combined for an amazing connection with spirit unmatched anywhere. And she relies solely on spirit communication and not on psychic impressions known as a psychic read. Everything out of her mouth is from spirit, and nobody knows more about the truth and about you than your loved ones in spirit. They are with you always and want to offer their help and love. What you're about to see are actual spiritual reads. She will be bringing peace and understanding to people who grieve the loss of a loved one and telling their stories from beyond the veil of death. Pamela Theresa, medium in the raw. Hello and welcome to Medium in the Raw. I'm Steve Christian. Pamela Theresa and I hosted a live event at the Alhambra Theatre and Dining. In all, over 150 people turned up in hopes of connecting with their loved ones who are in spirit. And Pamela didn't disappoint. Pamela would be drawn to a married couple, and spirit would use a family member as the bridge to communication.
So who has a brother who has Down syndrome? Where are you?
Brother with Down syndrome. Back there, behind Kevin.
Is he still here in the physical? Yes. Well, come on up.
Come on up.
Did you want to come up? You don't have to if you don't want to. Okay, so this is kind of complicated, but is he your younger brother? But he would seem like to be your younger brother, even though you might be the younger brother?
Correct. I need two.
Yes, sir. One's for the house, one's for us.
We're going to fancy you up.
Yeah.
I like your
Two-fisting
shirts.
it.
Thank you.
There's the color gray again, guys. See how this works?
What's your name?
I'm Jay.
Jay.
I'm Jay.
Jay.
I
Jay.
Put this up here, do I? Okay.
You got one for keeps this time, didn't you? The wedding ring.
Yes.
That's what I'm hearing.
Okay.
Where's the beautiful lady?
She's.
Come on up.
Well, back over here.
So that was that took a while to get the one for keeps, didn't it?
Why don't you step on
Yeah,
the
I
stairs
guess.
there?
It was what, 27 when we met?
Excuse me?
27 when we met.
Well, you
I
don't want to
was.
give your age away, right?
We didn't say how long.
Who does the piano? The piano.
She played.
You play the piano beautifully.
She's better than I am.
Ah, y'all do the piano?
No, I mean, I took lessons years ago. I can.
But you still play.
She can.
Quite well, as a matter of fact. But was there like a very interesting growing up place where the family could go and it had one of those player pianos? It was like a saloon piano. What the heck?
His mother.
We had it. Yeah.
You had one of those?
When I was young. We
Okay.
did, yeah.
Wow, that was really cool, huh?
Yeah.
Who did you want to hear from, by the way? I got quite a few people back here.
Oh, wow.
Is your father in spirit?
Mine?
Yeah.
Mine is.
Your daddy. He claims you as his daughter as well.
Oh yeah, probably.
Well, that's how they work. The blood is not thicker than water, by the way. Thank you.
Speaking of water.
Did you do a lot of caring for your brother and helping and assisting? And
Oh yeah, and when I was still living at home the whole time.
Right. You were like
He
the
was-
very responsible. Your father is in spirit, correct?
Yes.
He comes through talking in a way of he's very proud of you. He sees the sacrifices that you've made and how it was really hard, actually, for you.
Give up.
Right?
Yeah, it is.
Because it's
Down
hard to watch,
syndrome.
somebody who is a beautiful soul, who has such potential, is like an angel in skin, right?
Right.
That's the way I see him.
Coming up on Medium in the Raw, Powerful validations come through from the other
My
side.
mother hit her head, and we weren't sure whether she died first and hit her head on the way down. Was she gone before she hit her head?
Because it's hard to watch, somebody who is a beautiful soul, who has such potential, is like an angel in skin, right?
Right.
That's the way I see him. How old is he now?
He's a year older than I am.
He's still younger, though.
he's 50.
He's like a baby brother.
Right. Yeah. I mean, he's still.
Did he
like
try to learn how to cook? Who was teaching him how to cook?
Would have been.
Because he was determined.
A lot of people helped him learn a lot of things. So.
But your
Cooking?
father's talking about the cooking. Who is the one? Did you
Well,
try
I
to
suppose it
help?
would have been my mother. I mean, she was the cook, so.
Well, it was like he was set in wanting to, and so people had to kind of protect him. They're taking me back a little bit further from burning down the house. Okay, so he was one of those very
In the
independent
younger
souls.
days.
That's right. They're
Yeah.
taking me back to
Oh,
the
yeah,
younger
he
days.
he was independent.
Very,
Yeah.
very independent, and
So we had to keep him.
Yeah, you had to have guardrails because he didn't realize his limitations. Still doesn't.
All right. I can believe
Does he
that.
play an awful lot with the Legos? Where's the Legos? Is that connected to you? I'm seeing the Legos of building, somebody wanting to build an architecture and such like that. Hold on to this because remember how the gray is in the gray shirt? We'll be coming to somebody else in a minute.
I mean, back in the day, you didn't have electronics, so we had toys that you would either build with.
You'll
or
probably
cars.
find a picture with gray color in it and Legos with him and you.
Okay.
That's how the breadcrumb trail works. You'll be going, oh my gosh! But they know everything here. Now, did your grandmother play a huge part in raising you and helping you?
We were close.
Okay. So she was kind of like a mother figure there. Okay, yes, a grandmother is a mother figure. I understand that, Dur, but this is how she's coming through. You remind me a lot like her. Now, this is your mom's side, correct? This grandmother we're talking about here.
Yes.
She's in fit spirit, right?
Right.
Yeah, because she's like, yeah. You remind me, the two of y'all, there's a correspondence between the two of y'all. There's a likeness in spirit, personality, to the core of the beauty of who she is. Who likes the tacos? To eat the Taco Bell tacos a lot. I'm tasting tacos.
Well, I do.
Is that you?
I do.
Okay, tacos. It's weird. If I have a day where I do a lot of reads, I forget to eat because during the read they give me food constantly. Who broke their left arm?
I broke my left wrist.
Okay, I can feel that. Ouch. You broke your elbow? No wonder it's like, I have a football injury. Were you Did you hike the football?
You the center?
No, I didn't play football in any organized sense, just with neighbors.
Huh?
Microphone.
Oh.
No, I didn't play in organized sense, but with neighbors, we played all the time.
Who was the hiker? Because they're trying to show me something here
Oh,
from
really?
the past.
I don't know.
They're-
Hard to
what
say.
they'll
I'm not
try
really
to
sure on
do-
that one. I know we all kind of took turns.
Okay, well,
so.
this is specific, and as they're showing me, and then with the injury and the football taking me into football, does that connect to you as well?
My father played football, but he broke his arm from a tree.
Was it the left? Doesn't matter. He broke his. Was it his left arm?
Yes.
Right in the middle here.
I think so.
Yes. Okay.
Ouch.
So a lot of the information, like I said, it will seem kind of out of place, but when you go home, you'll go. They'll also try to trigger memories, like back in the day when you used to play football, although not organized. Okay. And it'll be at play over the next days and weeks to where the read will fall into place because he's working with you. He's trying to help guide you in a certain way. So think about this. Use your logical mind when you're working with spirit in the way of, okay, why would he be talking about back in the day? Why is he talking about being a center? Why is he talking about hiking the football? You'll see it as the breadcrumb trail unfolds. You'll be going, I'll be damned. Wow. It doesn't really fit right now, but it will.
Okay.
Who was the woodworker? The one that worked with the wood?
Both of our fathers. Your dad was,
Okay.
he was in his early days a woodshop teacher. Her dad was.
A wood shop teacher.
Wood shop teacher.
Well, that's working with wood.
Coming up on Medium in the Raw, powerful validations come through from the other
My
side.
mother hit her head, and we weren't sure whether she died first and hit her head on the way down. Was she gone before she hit her head?
Who was the woodworker? The one that worked with the wood?
Both of our fathers. Your dad was,
Okay.
he was in his early days a woodshop teacher. Her dad was.
A wood shop teacher.
Wood shop teacher.
Well, that's working with wood.
Yeah, and my dad worked with wood. I did some woodworking in the early days.
Y'all are naturals. It's like you didn't need to be taught, even though he was a teacher. I mean, you just, the wood speaks to you. You can see, my arm's still broken. I'm an empath. You can see, it's like the wood talks to you. You're the wood whisperer. Your family. It tells you what it needs to be. Does that make sense?
I mean, I've seen enough shows. I know what you're talking. I've seen enough shows. I know when the way with wood.
You have that within you,
in
and
the
so
way,
exactly.
you know, I know what you're saying in that way, but I'm not sure how it connects yet.
Well, they're always going to offer up answers to what's in your soul as far as which direction to go. What do I need to do to find a little more peace? There's many different kinds of meditations. I don't meditate. I sit out in nature and watch the squirrels. You know, that's beauty. That's connecting with the divine. For you, it might be working with the wood. You never know.
Mm-hmm.
You might be able to find solace with that. That they know way more than I do. And as the breadcrumb trail works, you'll see that it'll start popping up over the next couple of days. People will be talking about woodworking out of nowhere. You'll be like, I'll be damned. Do what you want to do.
Right.
But he says that that's a place where you like the smell of it. You can find peace with that. It's a good memory for you. Who had the really bad heart attack, sudden heart attack?
Would have been
My mother.
Okay.
mother.
Yeah. So you worried about that on yourself?
Somewhat.
Yeah.
Somewhat.
So I'm hearing posture. Sit up. For you, sometimes if your heart's hurting, legal disclaimer, I'm not a doctor, but you're not getting enough breath, and so you're closing down, and that's why sometimes your heart hurts a little bit. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So she's like, okay, give it more space and breathe. Everybody needed to hear that, right? Mm-hmm. It's true. They're always going to bring in even the smallest things to help you.
My mother hit her head, and we weren't sure whether she died first and hit her head on the way down. Was she gone before she hit her head?
She was gone before she hit her head, but you knew that, didn't you?
I did.
She's like, but you knew that, didn't you?
I did.
She's one of those in her personality and the way she talks. Very intelligent, very matter of fact. Don't cross her. Nobody really dared, in a way, because you just knew when she spoke in a certain way. Mm-hmm. Logical, yes, many mothers are that way, but this is specific to your mom. She had an interesting way of being really kind of sweet and spicy at the same time. Mm-hmm. Like, honey, you really know you want to do this, right?
That's true.
That's her?
That's her.
She's still doing it. Do you have that polka dotted dress? She's talking about a polka dotted dress. Go back in your memory bank. There's a picture of you in a polka dotted dress. Mm-hmm. She's not giving me the color. That'd be nice, too. Oh, and also, too, was that ugly green color from the 70s. It's the couch. Go back, remember. And it was rough fabric.
Kind of burlappy.
Yeah.
Oh, we had one.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
Yeah.
That was hers.
That was hers. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Uncomfortable.
What were they thinking?
You get up and you had marks all over you.
Gold color.
Do you still have her pillows? Her pillows, the pillows that she made?
A pillowcase, but a
Yeah.
pillow that she made.
The pillowcase?
Pillowcase.
That works.
That works.
She's giving me a lot of stuff at the same time. I'm like, which do you want first? And also, too, she's talking to me about the month of March as well as being important. So go back in your memory bank. Once again, this is what they'll do. And 3 as an important number. Is that connected to you? Is that your brother?
3 girls, 3 daughters.
3 daughters? Well, that's important. Who's the March? And July?
July, my grandmother, her mother.
Okay. The one that's coming through.
March, I don't know.
Okay. March is important, so it might be something that happened this past March. One of the first things, and so go back in your memory bank, that's part of, following the breadcrumb trail. One of the first things they said, she's a keeper. This is a good relationship. One of the first things they said, she's a keeper. This is a good relationship.
That was my dad.
Yeah.
It was like that.
Yeah, very.
My mother and my dad.
Yeah. So, and trust me, if they weren't saying that, I won't be saying anything. I'd be like, so here's how we can work this out. It's a soulmate connection. And y'all are fighting over who gets to go first. Nuh-uh, I'm not staying here without you. Nuh-uh, I'm not staying here without you. Fighting might be a strong word, but neither one of you want to be here otherwise.
I guess we could be. I think her dad put it as we're both strong-willed. So.
You'll both be going, okay, together. Has your right hand been tingly a lot lately? Or is that you?
No?
Finger here? I might be linking to somebody else. We might be going into another read here. Do you have any questions?
No?
Get back on that piano more and start developing your voice more, because that was a dream from before that you kind of let fall. You have a beautiful voice. So find ways to, because that's how you heal. Actually, is through music. Why did you stop singing?
My choir teacher.
You're naturally gifted. And you're afraid. You're afraid of it because it brings tears to your eyes. It's powerful. Get back to singing with that piano.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Give me a big hand. Okay.
A hug, a hug.
Thank you.
Oh, you smell good. Don't fall off, baby.
Thanks.
Don't fall
Watch
off.
the stairs.
Give me a hug.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay. And good job on being a big brother. You're always going to be a big brother.
After some very serious and powerful reads, Pamela ended the night with some Q&A with some surprising results.
Over the course of 2 readings, you said some things that would, if I walked in as a skeptic, I am absolutely convinced my mother was standing next to you.
Of course she is.
I have one question, which was my sole purpose in life for the last 30 years and the reason I'm here tonight. Does she know we got him?
She knows everything. I don't know what the hell you're asking because I don't do the psychic read. I'll just give you what she gives you. But I'm going to tell you, as I know, she knows everything. Universal sight, she knows. She knows. Who has the dog?
I do.
Okay. I know a lot of people have dogs, but anyway, this is specific what I'm hearing here as well. And then also too, she's showing me a red brick house. Follow the breadcrumb trail. Okay. This is this red brick house. You don't exactly like red brick houses, do you?
Not particularly.
Not particularly. It's like it's almost not right. So you would be more in the way of not brick.
Not on the outside, no.
No, on the outside, exactly what she showed me here. Anyway, I got an icky feeling when I saw a red brick house. Go back in your memory bank and figure out why that's a trigger, and this is what she's talking about. She's working with you, follow the breadcrumb trail. Do you understand what a trigger is? Memory of the past is the reason why there's a connection to a red brick house as to why.
Got it.
Got
Got
it?
it.
Okay,
Got it.
good.
Got it.
If you or someone you know would like a group or private reading with Pamela Theresa, call 904-238-4359. Or if you want to join the online community and learn more or watch exclusive videos, go to mediumintheraw.com. There you can also learn about upcoming dates for Local Haunts live events featuring Pamela Theresa, Medium in the Raw.